Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask John Hood and Chris Fitzsimon, sometimes folks inside the beltline in Raleigh lose sight of significant issues elsewhere. And one good example of this is the I-77 controversy in Mecklenburg County, specifically the DOT proposal to build a toll lane. Some say it helped defeat Pat McCrory since candidate Roy Cooper declared he was going to end it. But Governor Cooper just recently announced he's going to take no action on the toll project until 2025. Opponents are incensed. Give us your reaction. Chris Fitzsimon.
Well, I wish he had taken action. I wish Governor McCrory had taken action. I wish Governor Cooper had taken action. I think this toll lane was ill-advised when it was created. I think the company, there's still a lot of questions about it. I'm not sure what the political impact will be. We'll see how well organized these people are, and if they're as organized as they were against Governor McCrory. It is worth noting that they live in an area which is a predominantly Republican area, so a lot of these people were not going to vote for Governor Cooper anyway.
Well, interesting. John, your reaction to this I-77 toll project?
Some of them voted for him in 2016, the argument goes, which is why McCrory lost, the argument goes.
Yeah, because he lost Mecklenburg, did he not?
No, well, of course he lost Mecklenburg.
This is Iredell.
It's northern Mecklenburg and southern Iredell. The bottom line is, first of all, there are a number of Republicans around the state who are now, they were already furious with these mostly Republican groups in northern Mecklenburg and in Iredell that refused to endorse McCrory or voted against him in favor of Cooper, that sort of thing. They're very angry because they told them in 2015, you're now claiming you're not going to support McCrory over this issue, but Cooper's not going to do anything for you. This was originally a Democratic proposal before it became a Republican proposal, and you're not going to do anything about it. And that's, of course, what happened. That was purely predictable. My view is, I'm actually a little more sympathetic here. It would have been extremely costly to get out of this contract. There are specific reasons why the Department of Transportation under both McCrory and Cooper saw this as, you know, not good but better than worse alternatives. And that is getting lost in the politics. Unfortunately, Cooper started to create the politics himself when he was running for governor. The people who were normally McCrory supporters who flipped over on this issue, they've created the political story. This is a political story. I wish it was about the underlying issue.
So, Chris, is it a dead issue? I mean, waiting until 2025. I mean,
well, I mean, I don't.
It's going to be built by then, isn't it?
I think DOT hopes it's a dead issue, that it will go away. I don't think the people in that area are going to forget. However, I mean, I think this is I think it's an example of a bad contract that was entered to unwisely with a less than upstanding company. But I do think we're so far into it that the calculation is too expensive.
Well, so let's
to get
play
out of
this
it.
out in 2020, in the gubernatorial election of 2020. Cooper said he was going to do something about it. He didn't. If a Republican comes out and says, I'm going to do something about it.
He is already saying that. This is his camp. When Cooper announced his decision,
so why should
Dan
we
Forrest
believe
basically announced his gubernatorial campaign and said, Purdue did it, McCrory wouldn't stop it, Cooper wouldn't stop it, I'll stop it.
So why should we believe another politician?
Well, interesting that Forrest didn't stand up and say when he was running for lieutenant governor, he'll do all he can to stop it. Well, he didn't.
He's been running against this project his entire
He truly has. Now, that part I do know.
And by the way, I don't agree with him. I'm just saying that is what they've got in the cahoots, and whoever is elected in 2021, if Cooper's reelected or Forrest is elected, I'm still not convinced. I think we're going to end up with toll lanes, and I think it will be similar to what happened in Raleigh, where people were upset about it until they got used to it, and now it's just part of the system for paying for roads. Yes.
Well, I-77 is a big issue, particularly in the Charlotte area anyway. I mean, traffic there is bad. Well, anyway, thanks for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.